Good evening, class. Today is September the 16th, and this is your homework assignment. You are to have your interactive math notebook. Turn to the page that you have available next. Please make sure that you are drawing your circle map on the left side. In any additional notes, such as answering questions, go on the right side. Okay? So have your interactive math notebook and let's get ready. The topic is combining like terms. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is expressions, our expression. You should know what an expression is. That should go on your circle map. It contains numbers, variables, and at least one operation. So look at these four examples. Notice there's no equal sign. All right? That's what makes an expression different from an equation. The only difference is that there is no equal sign for an expression, whereas an equation you will have an equal sign. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is like terms. Terms in an expression that have the same variables raised to the same power are considered like terms. Let's take a look at some examples. Like terms on your left side, 6x and 2x are alike. They're raised to the same power, which is the power of 1. 5y and 8y are alike because they're raised to the same power, which is the power of 1. 4x squared and 7x squared are alike because they're both raised to the squared power. Expressions that are not alike, look to your right. 6x squared and 2x to the first power are not alike. They do not have the same power. 5x and 8y are not alike because they have different variables. One is an x and one is a y. And lastly, 4x squared times y and 7x squared, y squared are not alike because, as you can see, x is squared on the left side, whereas x is not squared on the right side. And y is not squared on the left side, but it's squared on the right side. So it's considered not alike. Now let's answer these couple of questions. You can pause the video at your own convenience and move along at your own pace, I should say. All right, you're going to answer the following four questions on the right side of your interactive math notebook. You can pause the video, like I said. All right, so here we go. Okay, continue on with the lesson. Now, when do we combine terms that are alike? All right, if you have two or more terms that are being added or subtracted, then you can combine the terms. Let's take a look at an example. To combine like terms, add or subtract the coefficient, but leave the variable alone. See below, 7x plus 8x is actually equal to 15x. 9v minus 2v is equal to 7v. Notice the variables stay the same. Next, sometimes there are constant terms that can be combined. Take a look at the example. 9 and 6 are the two constant. Okay, make sure we have that in our vocabulary too, in our circle map, excuse me. A constant is a number that does not have a variable next to it. Okay? All right, so 9 and 6 are two constants, so they are alike. So notice in green, we can combine them. you cannot combine it with the 2f because they're considered not alike. Sometimes there will be both coefficients and constants to be combined. Let's take a look at the example below. 3g and 8g are alike, so we combine them together and that gives me 11g. And 7 and minus 2 are alike in green, so that will give me positive 5. And remember integer rule. I have 7 good guys and 2 bad guys. That's why I have 5 good guys left. All right? So notice that the sign before a given term goes with that number. Like above, the negative sign went with the 2. So that's why we subtract 2 from 7. All right, try these on your own. These should be written on the right side of your interactive math notebook. And I will be checking those first thing in the morning in class. Okay, you can pause the video and complete these 4 problems right now. All right, answer these following videos on your own. They're true and false. They are multiple choice questions. And again, we will go over the answers in class tomorrow. All right.